In five, four, three, two, one.
All right, just a bit of a programming note before we begin. Twilight's currently without power. He warned us that a storm was rolling in a few hours ago. We have no idea when he's going to rejoin us. He may pop in during this review, one of the others. He may not be around until Tuesday. Or no, Wednesday, sorry. He doesn't show up on the Tuesday shows. But just making a note of that. Anyway, welcome to the Fragments of Silicon Reviews. I'm your host. Up this week, we got 3 reviews. So, quite a bit to get through this week. First up is Floor Kids. This one's been sitting in the queue for a long time. I think about a month, maybe a bit more. This is kind of what happens when you have a thing called E3 happen. You know, things get shifted around, shunted, whatever. But yeah, we're finally reviewing it this week, or at least I am, because this was a one-code affair, which was actually kind of a problem because I did not get the chance to try out multiplayer. I believe that the Steam version is online multiplayer, or it says it has online multiplayer, but I'll be honest, I didn't look because if I don't have one of the crew here to do multiplayer, I am not doing multiplayer. I mean, yeah, this game looks pretty benign, but either I'm not going to be able to find anyone, or they're going to be a random person, and I wouldn't really trust that in a review.
Yeah.
But yes, this game does have a 2-player simultaneous feature. Not done for the review. This is kind of the problems when you only get one code. And we are always at the mercy of the people who give us the codes. Now, in this case, it was just the one. Anyway, Floor Kids is a bit of a curious game because you might be seeing the trailer footage here and think it's a rhythm game. And yes, it is a game based around music, but it's not a rhythm game. It plays more like Tony Hawk, and I'll explain why. It's about the moves, not the music, for the most part. You'll be pressing different combinations of buttons and the controller to do moves, and it's more about those, and you're not concerned about matching that to the beat, or at least that's only part of it. Things like flow and variety are also there. It's a whole multifaceted affair. Really, the only rhythm sections are the interludes. Like in each dance battle, there are sections done to break up the monotony, as it were. And I'll be up straight; these are fucking terrible. They come in 2 pieces. First is the actual rhythm part, where you press a button in time with the meter, and then you shift into the other direction and you start tapping the buttons as fast as you can. To say it's jarring is an understatement. And honestly, I never liked these, especially since you can get by if you just hammer the button the whole way through. You're gonna get a ton of misses, and this is probably not gonna. This isn't gonna help you reach the upper echelons or anything. But if you're just looking to get through things, at least on the lower levels, I'll admit I did not play too much of this game because honestly, it didn't connect with me.
How bad is the penalty for missing?
Not bad. Like, honestly, it's worse if you don't hit the other notes. You don't hit the notes you hit. Like
So
you get baseline.
doing the wrong thing is worse than not doing is not as bad as not doing anything.
Yeah, you get a baseline of 500 points, and your goal in each stage is to get as many points as possible to get crowns to advance. It's a standard progression stuff. Like, anyway, yeah, it's a decent enough game. I just really didn't feel like I was ever connecting with what the controls. Like, I always felt like I was doing random stuff, and just doing twitchy things. It's kind of hard to explain if you haven't played it, but there are 4 styles you are versed in. Forget the names offhand, but they are like standing up, sitting down, freeze posing, which is and like spinning moves.
And freeze posing is stopping on a dime when it says to, or
Stopping and holding as long as possible. Yeah. So, and you get basically 16 basic moves, and you use them in various combinations to unlock like various positions, and there are about 100 of these, and different characters have different strengths and weaknesses, and once again, it's all standard stuff. I just didn't think there was a whole lot to it. Like, at least not too much that kept my attention. Like, now, even though it's not a rhythm game, music is important, though the music is surprisingly minimalist. Like, you may be expecting, say, full songs or whatever. No, it's just mainly a backbeat, you know. And that's fine. It's just, if you're looking for something a bit more, I don't know, melodic, this isn't the game. That's coming up later. Like, one of the strongest aspects of the game is its presentation and style. It's got a very unique, rough sketch cartoon look. Like, it looks like a cartoon from, say, 2003. Very heavy outlines and shit. And if you're into that, this is certainly going to be workable for you. I'll be honest. My biggest problem, objectively speaking, was there just wasn't a lot here in terms of actual systems. It can get pretty boring and repetitious quickly, which is kind of why I lost interest fairly quickly. Like, the game does get harder, but it doesn't ever. You can only up the game so much. Like, you're still going to be doing the same moves and the same combinations, or you're going to try and find all the combinations and all that. Like, it's like, I just do not think it lasts as it has as much depth as it should have, especially considering the price tag, which is the Steam version is running $20. Yeah, I cannot recommend this game at $20.
Yeah, that's kind of on the upper end for.
Yeah, I believe the Switch version is the same price. Like, and it's also worth noting this game came out like late last year as a Switch exclusive. Last month it released on Steam, and it is coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One at some point in the future. I don't see a release date listed, but at least on the Steam details, because Steam can do this. You also get the soundtrack, which is notching in at $8.99. I'll just say get the bundle. As usual, it's the best option. It's clocking in at $24.55. And keep in mind, even though we're still in the midst of the Steam sale, this game is not on sale. Mm-hmm. So the price listed here is the regular price.
Mm-hmm.
It
But yeah,
may be in like the winter sale or something, but it's not in the summer one at time of recording.
Yeah. this is definitely a wait for a sale. Like $15 is maybe the most I'd go on this. Even that, like I'd say $10, given what I experienced. Like I just do not think this game has the depth of field necessary to sustain $20 or $25 or what have you. Um, you know, and yeah, I wish I did have more to say about the game, but you know, sometimes you don't. And unfortunately, my colleagues here can't chime in because they did not receive the game, and I don't think they're particularly interested in it either. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a bit of a short review. Anyway, so that'll about do it for Floor Kids. Be sure to tune in after the break as we talk about Mars or Die.